Hello, everyone, and I welcome all of you to the community Dream MBA, which is your community for the top business school. Now, in this video, we are going to cover 50 most important words for your management exams. With CAT just a few days away and other entrance exams around the corner, it's important that we up our vocabulary game. बहुत डर लगता है कुछ कुछ डिफिकल्ट वर्ड से तो उनका मीनिंग समझेंगे एंड उनको सेंटेंसेस में कैसे यूज करना है ये भी हम लोग इस वीडियो में डिस्कस करेंगे सो eclectic. So this is pronounced as eclectic. It means selecting or employing elements from a diverse range of sources or styles. So the eclectic collection of jewelry threw me off. I wanted to buy everything. Egregious, outstandingly bad, or shocking. It was such an egregious error that it just could not be overlooked. Elucidate, it means to elaborate or explain clearly. Can you please elucidate a little more about the case? Ephemeral. Ephemeral means transient. So transient, and how will you use ephemeral and transient interchangeably? So it was an ephemeral experience. After the same, I felt like a changed person. Facetious. So that means treating serious issues with inappropriate humor or being flippant. So कभी कभी जो अच्छे चीज बुरे चीजों को भी बहुत हल्के में ले लेते हैं या बहुत लाइटली ले लेते हैं उनको हम facetious लोग बोलते हैं. It was such a facetious remark to joke on her being laid off. It came across as quite obnoxious. All right. So obnoxious again means arrogant. Fervent. So fervent means displaying a passionate intensity. So it was for her fervent passion for food that she ended up being a chef. Fluctuate. Fluctuate means to change regularly in number, and that change is pretty irregular. It's like very erratic. बहुत जल्दी जल्दी change होता है. So the power cut has led to sudden fluctuation in the speed of the fan. Formidable, that means something that is completely barred, something that cannot be happen, something that just cannot happen. It's formidable to enter this property because it belongs to him. Galvanize, to shock or excite someone into taking action. Had it not been for her opinion, I would not have been galvanized to take this step. Garrulous means to talk too much, जो बहुत ज़्यादा बोलते हैं. So he is such a garrulous person. It's very easy for him to make a mark in sales. So sales में होने के लिए बहुत अच्छी communication skills चाहिए होता है, बहुत ज़्यादा बोलना होता है. So that's where we get garrulous from. Guile, sly or cunning intelligence. It is because of his guile that he easily fools people. Gusto. Gusto means enthusiastic and vigorous enjoyment. Whenever he comes, he brings in an amazing gusto with him. Harbinger, a sign or foreshadowing of something to come. So she is the harbinger of good news. Haughty means arrogantly superior and disdainful. So if you remember Pooh from K3G, she had a very haughty attitude. That means she was very arrogant and she felt herself to be very superior. So haughty. Hedonist. Hedonist is again who speaks pleasure and indulgence as the highest good. So she is such a hedonist that she just spends money to get pleasure out of it. She doesn't believe in saving. So hedonist attitude. Idiosyncrasy. So idiosyncrasy is a peculiar feature or behavior, a distinctive of a peculiar, जो थोड़ा सा अलग होता है. It's because of his idiosyncrasy that he is such a great neurosurgeon. It takes something different to become one. Illicit. Illicit means forbidden by law, rules, or custom. It is illicit to bookmark this particular website as a member of this library. You have to use it now or never. Immutable. That means unchanging over time, unable to be changed. So some people's attitude towards especially lying is immutable. Impetuous. So this is not impetuous, it's impetuous. Acting or done quickly and without thought or care, pretty much like impulsively. So it was an impetuous action to buy that bike without any sort of loan and as on full payment. Ineffable, too great or extreme to be expressed or described in words. The food prepared by her was so good, it was ineffable. Like it was difficult to be described in words. Juxtapose, that means to place or deal with close together for contrasting effect. So, this particular theory is a juxtapose of what Newton and Einstein had to say. So, like somewhere like a middle ground. Jovial means humorous or cheerful or friendly in demeanor. So he is such a jovial person. I don't know what has happened to him ever since he lost his mother. Judicious means very thoughtfully, having, showing, or done with good judgment or sense. So use these resources judiciously, for we are going to run out of them if you waste them. So it's quite opposite of waste. Kindle, that means reignite a feeling, emotion, or passion. After listening to the national anthem, it rekindled my feeling of patriotism towards my country. Kinetic means relating to or resulting in motion. So it's the kinetic energy that keeps me moving forward. Knack means a skill or ability or talent. So she has a great knack to learn things fast. Laconic means conjuice with words. All right, that means someone who speaks very less or is very concise to the point of being rude. Someone just answers you in yes or no. You feel this person is so rude, they're not trying to make any conversation. So it's the opposite of another word that we learned sometime back, which is garrulous. So she comes across as quite haughty because of her laconic attitude. So again, we are using two words together over here. Lethargic means being very tired or sluggish or apathetic. So it's her lethargic attitude that does not let her get progress. Light. Light means to be thin, supple, and graceful in movement. That ballerina is moving in light. Magnanimous, very generous or forgiving. So someone who has a big heart, all right, his personality is so magnanimous that he is one of the best philanthropists of our time. Malleable means easily influenced or shaped or something which is adaptable. So it's generally used as a property of metals also. So silver is the most malleable metal. All right. Melancholy, it means dukkha, something like a pensive sadness, typically with no obvious cause. I don't know what all this melancholy is about. I think we need to cheer up the atmosphere a little. Mitigate means to reduce the seriousness or the pain. So I hope this medicine helps to mitigate any side effects that you are facing. Morose is again sullen and ill tempered. It's her morose behavior that has led her to so many people not liking her. Nebulous means unclear, vague, or ill defined. So, such a nebulous plan can never be put into action. Forget about it being successful. Nostalgia. So nostalgia is when something that you are, doing for a very long time, something that you've not done, and that comes back. So going back to school feels so nostalgic, especially after a decade. Notorious, famous, or well known, typically for undesirable quality, like a negative quality. She is so notorious that all teachers end up punishing her. Obstinate, that means stubbornly refusing to change one's opinion or course of action. The current government is quite obstinate with respect to the rules that they have brought in. Ominous, something that does not bring about very good news. Impression that something bad or unpleasant is going to happen. A black cat crossing your car on the street is considered ominous in India. Ostentatious. It is characterized by vulgar, pretentious display designed to impress or attract the attention of people. So, for example, uh, the dress she wore was so ostentatious, people did not end up listening to her, but just looking at her dress. Palpable means able to be touched or felt or tangible. So this looks quite palpable, and I think we can achieve it in no time. Paradox means something that is contradictory but could be true. So the paradox of water not being present on moon is yet to be explained. For use, to read or examine thoroughly and carefully. I think you need to use your ability to understand things in order to come at a better decision. Pervasive, that means spreading widely throughout an area or group. So God is supposed to be all pervasive. That means He's spread everywhere. Pithy means brief, forceful, and meaningful in expression, concise. His pithy explanation about the data shared was quite insightful. Quandary. So, quandary is a state of uncertainty or perplexity, especially requiring a choice between equally unfavorable options. So, I did not make this choice because I liked something, it was more of a quandary. Quixotic means exceedingly idealistic, unrealistic, and impractical to the extent of it being unrealistic and impractical. So his solution to eradicate COVID was so quixotic that it just could not be implemented. Rambunctious, it means boisterous, very noisy, and very elaborate. So the rambunctious function, no matter was well arranged, but the noise was obnoxious. Recalcitrant, resisting authority or control or disobedient. The teacher scolded the recalcitrant class. Redundant, that means very repetitive, not needed actually. So when you use the superlative and more together, it is the redundant use of the word. So that's it for today. I hope you had a good time learning and these words help you with your preparation for your upcoming entrance tests. If you have any doubts, do let us know in the comments below and don't forget to like and subscribe. All the best.